Anderson. Standing up for the truth.
Hello guys, how you doing? I want to say I'm happy to be with you on this video again. And first of all, I want to thank all of you for your comments on my last video. And I want to say thank you for your questions. My name is Dre Anderson. And thank you for your questions, for the likes, and for sharing my video. Please, if you find any of those videos helpful, always give it a thumbs up and don't forget to share. Once again, it's nice to be with you on this video, and I'm happy to talk to you once more. Today is very interesting. Today, I am going to be looking at why are there single mothers everywhere? Why are there single mothers in our society right now? Why are there too many single mothers these days? I was surprised. If you go around now, especially in Europe, go to Germany, Switzerland, and even Italy, you go to France, go to most of these European countries, you find out that there are single mothers everywhere. Now, I am not talking about the white woman who chooses to be single. I am looking at the African woman, which we all know our tradition, we all know where we are coming from, and we know that for a woman to live single with her children is not our tradition, it's not part of us. But these days, it's exactly what we are seeing everywhere. So today, I'm going to be looking at that. We are going to be discussing it, and I want to hear your opinion at the end of this video. Please, if after watching the video, drop your comments. My opinion might not be 100% correct. I also want to hear your own side of it. I don't know why there are single mothers everywhere. What is the cause? Does that mean that women go into marriage and jump out? Or the men go into marriage and jump out? Or does that mean that this is all marriage is not all about? It's so annoying. So anyway, today we are going to be looking at it, and today we are going to be discussing it perfectly. So thank you for your questions that we asked at the last video, and thank God we were able to look at it one-on-one. So today, I'll first of all say, we all know that marriage, but these days I see people just go into marriage 6 months, 3 months, 1 year, 2 years, they are jumping out. And I wonder what encouragement are they giving to those who have not gotten married. And these things keep bothering my mind. So today, I am going to be taking it step by step, looking at it. What is the cause? What is the trend? Why is it happening? Is this another way that the devil is using to rob homes of their happiness? Let's look at it one-on-one. Like as I was saying, you find out that there are single mothers everywhere. Now, I want to first of all believe that this is another way that the devil is using to rob families of their happiness. Now, I want to say, what is the major cause? I was opportune to talk to somebody before coming up on this video. And one of the reasons she gave me was that, yeah, the men are not ready to take responsibility. They just leave all the work for the woman, and because of that, the woman is now the one taking care of the home, so she feels she can equally do it without the man. So because of that, she leaves and go out of the marriage, and she starts taking care of her children. But I said something when I was discussing with her. I totally disagree, because that might be one of the reason, but I totally disagree with that. Now, from my own point of view, I want to believe that the women who one way or the other are not taking care of their children might one way or the other not be their fault, can also be their fault. So we are going to look at it in these two directions. Some are not enjoying it. Like some people just say, I don't want a man in my life, I just want to have children. That is one side of the woman. There are some women who want this. They just tell you, I don't need a man, I just need to have children. You don't need a man, but you want to have children. So you can imagine. So some will just like, they get pregnant and they have their kids. They don't want to get married anymore. They don't want to be under any man. Then you also find out that there are some who also have this kind of mindset. They don't want to be under any man, but they go into marriage, and in a year or two they go out of the marriage after they have gotten maybe their first child or maybe 2 children. They just go out of the marriage and they start taking care of the children. Now, but why is it much common in this part of the world, in the Western world here, in Europe, in America and other Asia continents? You find out that this trend is very, very high. But it is not like this in Africa. That is one thing I must be very sure of. Though it's in Africa, but it is not as high as it is here in Europe. That is my own finding. I found out that when a woman gets married, she's expected to be in her husband's house. She's expected to be under her husband. And both of them are together going to take care of their children. But these days you find out that, especially here in Europe, the woman just gets married, have a child, and she starts living with the children all alone. Maybe it's because of the social welfare that some of the women are benefiting through childbirth here in Europe. Maybe that's why the trend here is so high. But I don't want to also support that. But I want to say that as a woman, if you have been involved in this, maybe due to your own selfish interest, I want to say it is not the best decision that you've taken, because these things that we do can in one way or the other affect our children. Like for example, if a child is raised by only the mother, I want to tell you, it's not as if the child is not going to be brilliant, it's not as if maybe the child is not going to do well in life, but psychologically it's going to affect that child, because a child was raised by one person, by a woman. We all know that God has given man the authority to be in charge. Now let me tell you one area that you don't understand. From Africa, where I come from, mothers are very quiet. You hardly find mothers who are very, very harsh in terms of disciplining their children. We know that in Africa, this kind of trends mostly happen with the fathers. That is why you find out those days when we were growing up, maybe when your mom is telling you something and you don't want to do it, but the moment you hear your dad's car outside, only the car sounds you just heard, you quickly go and do that thing, because you know that when the man comes in, he's going to discipline you. He's going to be very angry, and he may even go as high in flogging you for that. That is Africa where I come from, the child. That is one principle that the Africans believe. So why are there single mothers everywhere? Why is it that women are not comfortable living alone without a man? Some will tell you, men are just something else. What are they useful for? They cannot even provide for me, they cannot provide for the children, so why having them around? Now, that is another trick that the devil is using to rob the home. I want to say that it is not in our tradition as Africans to live single. It is not. It is a totally wrong impression, I must tell you. So, if you are a woman and you've been living alone with your own children, and you think this is correct, I want to ask you one thing. You said you don't want to be under any man. You want to be alone, having your own children. But yet, while you and that children is living together, you still bring men into the house. Ask yourself this question. What are you doing? Do you think you are doing the right thing? And your children are there, they are looking at you. Oh, I don't want to live. Men are stupid, men are useless, men are not responsible, they don't want to be responsible, they don't want to face their responsibility. And yet, you take the children and you go away. And because of that, you and the children is now living alone, and you keep bringing men into the house to come and sleep with you. Or you leave the children once in a while to go and meet man outside. And yet, you don't want to live under a man. Now, let's look at it biblically. Do you think you are doing the right thing? I will leave that question for you to deal on. So I want to first of all say, the reason why most of the women here in Europe are very comfortable in living alone is because they know they are getting social support from the government. Let's assume maybe they were not getting any social support like in Africa. Let me use Nigeria for example, where the government doesn't even care if you have 200 children. They don't even care. I wonder how will you run away with your children and say you are happy staying alone. But I want to say, if you as a woman is not ready to stay in marriage, please don't go into it. Then to the man, if you as a man is not ready to fix your responsibility, to stand out, to be different, to make sure that your children, they are educated, pay their bills, pay the house rent, take good care of them, then don't go into marriage. Because with the way the world is going right now, there are so many problems in our matrimonial homes. There are so many devastated problems. These days you find people jumping into marriage and jumping out like frogs. It's very, very comfortable these days. People are so comfortable living marriage. They just jump into it and they jump out. And I'm saying this because of those who are not yet married. I want to say that before you make up your mind to say, yes, I want to get married, I want you to think twice. I want you to know that in this marriage, two of you have agreed to come together, which is now going to give birth to like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 children under this agreement that both of you just made. Now let me tell you one thing I've discovered in my marriage. Marriage is just idea of two people, the man and the wife. The moment they agree to get married, they are not only just agreeing to become one, they are bringing two different families together. That means they are getting married has given birth to more families coming together. Then inside that coming together, they are going to give birth to children. Some give birth to 3, 4, 5, name them. So that shows that there are so many people that are going to come out from this marriage. Apart from the families, children are going to come out. Then the responsibility of those children are going to be upon this couple who has decided to get married. So when you now jump out of your marriage, you take the kids and you go away, you are giving those children some negative mindset. Because some of the women that the thing is happening now, the way the thing is increasing every time is becoming alarming. And I don't imagine you as a woman living comfortably alone without a man with your children. You are not bringing up those child in the right direction. You are not bringing up those child in the right perspective. You are not bringing those child, you are not bringing them up in the way the Bible wants them to be brought up. Because there had to be a man. The family is not complete if there is no man there. The family is not complete if there is no man who God has made to be the head of the family. It's not a complete family. That family is not complete. I believe that any family that the man is not there, that family is not complete. It is not a complete family. Man has to be in that family. The Bible says man is the head of the family. Any child that is raised by just a mother, I don't think that child has gotten all what he or she wants. Because that child is going to be affected, psychologically. Yes, I have that belief. So don't be comfortable living alone as a single mother. Don't go by this trend by saying men are cheats, men are liars, men are this. That was why I left. Now let me tell you, for those of you who left your marriage, who left your relationship just because your man cheated on you, I want to say that you did not make the right decision. You don't run away from a city because it rained. Not at all. How will you run away from a city because it rained? If you say you truly love him, if you truly love this man that you call your fiancé or your husband, then why will you allow another woman to take that joy away from you? If you truly love him, then fight to have him back. Fight to have him. Don't just give up so easily. So that is one reason why there are so many single mothers everywhere. Because women get out of marriage so easily. If you check the rates, it is not as high in Africa just as the way it's very high here in Europe. So women leave marriages so easily. They just pack their load and go. If you ask them what is the reason, he cheats on me, he's not truthful, he don't want to be responsible, Now I must tell you, don't get out of that marriage because there's this kind of problem. That is why you are seeing so many single mothers everywhere. So many. Some of you women have suffered with some men. You suffered with him when he was nothing. You were there right from the rain and the sun, you were there. And now that the money has come, you are jumping out so easily. That is why you see so many girls dated too many boys. They were dating Tom, dating Francis, dating Ruben at the same time. They have dated so many people. If maybe she left Samson to go and meet Ruben. Now, if you ask her, why did you leave Samson? He will tell you Samson is a cheat. What about Ruben? They are all the same. He's a liar. Why do you keep leaving relationship because he cheated on you? Why do you allow another woman? So I want to tell you, then number two, my own discovery is because there are some women who go into marriage even when they know that the man is not ready. Man has to be ready for marriage physically and mentally. Mentally, is he ready to face responsibility that are in the marriage? Child crying in the night by 2 o'clock, is he ready? Is he ready to come home to know that yes, there are family at home? These are mentally ready. Don't just look at because he has money, he has a good job, he has a house, a car, and you just force yourself into him. Then you are planning to be a single mother. That is another cause. Women are going into marriage even when they know the person is not ready. They are forcing themselves into it. And this is creating big problem in the relationship. So that is it. That is the reasons why you are having too many single mothers everywhere you go these days. Especially here in Europe. The trend is too much. The trend is getting too much. Our parents weren't like this. Our parents who were married, they stayed together. All of us can testify to that. So the rate of single mothers is becoming alarming. It's too much. Because women, they go out of relationships so easily. Because women force themselves into marriage even when they know that the person is not ready. So if you know that you have left your marriage for these reasons, maybe because he has little misunderstanding with you, please, I want you to retrace back. And also, if you know that you are not ready to stay in marriage, don't go into it. If you know that you don't want to start jumping from one man to another, then don't start any relationship. Always wait. Know the person you are dating very well before you go into anything. So that is it. The high rate of single mothers is getting too much. It's so annoying. So I want to know how you feel concerning this topic. I want to know your own opinion concerning this topic. I want to hear you concerning this topic. So you can drop your comments on the comment box below. You can follow me on Facebook, facebook.com/DreAnderson, or on Instagram, Dre_Anderson. Drop your comments anywhere and I'll be pleased to answer them. We'll look at it one-on-one, how it affects us as human beings. So we know that it is not our culture in Africa to be gently, and we'll be able to resolve and know why the trend is so high in our society. Thank you very much for your support. Please click the subscribe button here on YouTube and subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can always get updates of every video that comes up. Until I come your way again with the next video, please, for those of you who are planning to get married, who are planning to go into any relationship, I want you to think twice. I want you to know the person that you are dating very well before you jump into it, so that you don't end up to be a single mother, or rather a single father. And for you, that man who is not ready, mentally, physically, don't go into it. Don't make our women be a single parent. This is not good. So from me, it is bye-bye. Thank you very much.